The final point I'll make is that they have a way of making us believe in this scarcity mindset. So we have this thing where it's like, oh, if you send money over here, then I'm not getting the money that I need. So one of the things that it was easy for them to attack was USAID, because they were like, oh, y'all sending all them millions over there. We could have the millions. Not recognizing that USAID is literally not even 1% of our budget. They want you to focus on pennies. It's a lot if it was in our bank account, for sure, right? But legitimately, they wanted you to focus on that and be distracted so you wouldn't ask questions about the other 99.5% of the budget, about the money that's going to Elon. Like people really got like confused, right? Elon and Trump started to tell some truth when they started to have a little beef, right? And all of a sudden, once they...
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
You're doing the same thing you're accusing them of doing, which is distracting away from other shit you could talk about. Then why'd you bring up Elon Musk? Why come you couldn't bring up our military-industrial complex? Why not? We all know that's where the line's like, well, I know for a fact that half of our budget goes to military spending. Why would you bring up Elon and leave all this area undiscussed?
It was beefing and all of like the truth was coming out because Trump was like, well, we could save some money if we just cut your contracts. I'm like, I've been saying that.
I know you've been saying that, but you're saying it for political points. And even if you're right, why are we giving Elon Musk contracts? I don't know, he provides a service. Who would you rather give it to? Okay, but even if that's true, what the hell they got to do with USAID? Why should we be spending money on bullshit? Why should we? Make a case for why we should.
Don't let them divide you. I don't really care what you think about the LGBTQIA community. I don't really care what you think when it comes to abortion. I don't really care what you think when it comes to immigration. If you allow them to cherry pick you, then at the end of the day, something that you do care about, one of the freedoms that you do hold dear.
Here it goes. Here it goes, black people.
Don't let them divide you. I don't really care what you think about the LGBTQIA community. I don't really care what you think when it comes to abortion. I don't really care what you think when it comes to immigration. If you allow them to cherry pick you, then at the end of the day, something that you do care about
is
going to be under attack. That's what happens. You get that people was like, oh yeah, kick them out. And then while they're going and kicking them out, the farmers is like, now wait a minute. I wanted you to kick certain people out, but now I'm going to lose my farm. Like, I'm telling you, our fates are interlinked. So of course I care about all the things that I just said, but I'm telling you that don't even try to convince people if they don't agree or what. It ain't about that. At least agree that you believe that you should be free in this country and recognize that they coming for you next.
There it is. That's right, they're coming for us next. So let me get this right. People that are undocumented, living in this country without their paperwork, who've been working pretty much off the book, shit like that. Those people having the law be adjudicated. Ain't no new laws. There's no new immigration laws. So exercising the laws that are currently on the books that say, if you're here illegally, we're going to detain you and deport you. Using the laws that are existing on the books, that's what's been happening. It's not to everyone. Not everybody. Not even every Latino. Not every Latino, not every African, no. To those people that are undocumented. Many of those who have overstayed their visas. Those who, now they're going to come for us. You said they came for the LGBTQ. How'd they come for LGBTQ? I'm not sure. Oh, you mean trans in sports? Is that what you mean? Trans in sports? That's coming for them? Not letting them play? I don't think Miss Crockett, I think Miss Crockett needs a black card revoked. Yeah, I mean, they've been coming for black people since black people have been black people. Black Americans have been, the U.S. government has been coming for Black Americans since Black Americans have been Black Americans. And I got this woman sitting up here telling us, well, you be careful now, because now they're going to come for you. I thought you got your first job. Thought you got your first job because you told them, I can relate to Black people. And you're going to need me to talk to these Black people they've been coming, because the U.S. government be coming for them. The state be coming for them, so I can help you by articulating to those people. Ain't that what you told me? You had this long speech about how that's how you got your first job. Not because you were amazing at what you did, but because you were a Black woman and you could speak the language of the poor Black people. Well, that implies that you understand that the government is coming for us. Now you hear 4 or 5 years later saying, be careful because they're going to come for you next. I thought they was already coming for us, Miss Crockett, and that's where the disconnection is. She's using this talking point that now we in trouble. We've been in trouble. And that's where the problem is. Miss Crockett, you're lying. You're a liar. Roland's a liar. Tiffany Cross is a liar. You guys are lying. The reason why they're shoehorning Black people in with Latinos is not because they give a shit about us. It's because they want to focus on their new voter base. And that new voter base, and similar to Jasmine Crockett, where over half of her constituents are Hispanic Americans. That's really why she's talking the way she's talking. She's trying to stay in office. She want to get reelected. And this time she won't have Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto thief, fraudster that's in jail now, who bankrolled her first campaign. He won't be able to bankroll the second one because he's in jail. So the Democratic Party, they're trying to group us in with Latinos and say we have a shared fate. But nobody shares a fate with Black Americans. I don't remember you saying, but Latino people, you got to fight with Black people because if they don't get to sit on the front of the bus, neither do you. Black people, you got Latino people, you got Asian people, you got to fight with us, with Black people, because if they get discriminated, so do you. Like, it's coming for you next. America came for Black people, have never stopped coming for Black people. We need to reject Jasmine Crockett and those who talk like her. It's self-serving. They're trying to pretend that they care about Black Americans only because they want to focus on Latinos, and they don't want you to feel a certain kind of way because there's no focus on you. So now the only way to do it is they got to kind of try to do the people of color shit. And then when Black people say, well, hold on a second, I'm not an immigrant, and I'm not undocumented. My parents were from here. What are you talking about? Well, that don't matter. You next, cause you ain't white. Where's that? Where'd you get that from? I just pulled it out my ass to try to save the Democrats. That's the real answer. Let's say I had a last word. Let's hope it's the last word, though.
That's it. It's very simple. So I'm just saying, make sure that you stay as united as possible and stop seeking perfection in your politicians, because you will be let down every single time. There is no perfection in your preachers nor your politicians. No offense.
Thank you.
No perfection.
How about not being corrupt and not being a liar? Can we get that? Can you not lie and not gaslight and not word salad us to death like you just did for the last 3 minutes? Can we get that, though? You ain't got to be perfect. How about just not be a liar and think people are stupid enough to buy that what you just shoveled? Which is 3 minutes of basically, Black people, you need to be afraid because you can get deported too. You know, Black people are fighting to have their farms. You know what they got also on farms now? They have machines that pick vegetables. Yeah, they got machines that pick vegetables. That's what they got. And not all farms rely on people picking fruit and vegetables by hand. You do know that, right? Okay. And a lot of the farms are subsidized to the point where they don't even really grow anything. They get paid not to grow. You know these things, right? Okay. Man. Long night, Johnson.
Even me, Lord.
Yeah, so stop
You said
seeking
even
it.
me.
Stop seeking it. You know how many times people wanted to talk about Kamala Harris and is she Black enough and all this other stuff? It don't matter. How many Black women became president
about you stop, man? That's not why her race became an issue. It became an issue because people like you said we need to vote for her because she was black. And we said we don't need to vote for her and she ain't black. And then y'all got mad that we said she wasn't black. You were using her skin tone to say she was us, and she's not. You weren't even telling her to stand on policy. That's as dumb as when Hillary ran on, I'm with her and I got a uterus. And people are like, that's not enough to vote for you. That's why she lost. Y'all did the same thing, but the other way. You didn't run on the fact she was a woman. You ran on the fact she was black. And that just didn't work because her mama not black and her daddy is not a black American. He's Jamaican. And her mom is obviously Indian and Asian or something. That's obvious. Hence the garb, the Middle Eastern garb. So like it was you guys who made it an issue. Why can't we just couldn't run like a person? Why can't we just couldn't say, hey, I'm Kamala Harris. I'm the first Indian, Asian, Jamaican vice president. And I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna do that for you. And this is how I'm gonna fix the country. This is how I'm gonna make the country better. These are things I'm gonna do. Instead of D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey and Ricky and Perry and whatever, all these goofballs out here to tell us how bad we were for not supporting a black woman. That's why it became an issue. And no one's stupid. You made it an issue. You're one of the people that went around. You're the one that went around. You went around the country talking about she was black and dancing and shit. Who does that? Went around dancing, doing line dances and shit. This is embarrassing. And you're embarrassing. This is folks, this is disgusting. We shouldn't even have to have this. Why come you just can't run and just be good at your job? Why you have to say, vote for me because I'm black? How about vote for you because I was on this policy that helps blacks? How about that? How about the other way? How about you run on natural way you look because you got brown looking skin, which is all she has. And that time she was with Willie Brown. We actually have a comedian being one of your cheap surrogates making a point that we should support her because she was sleeping with a married black man to get her career started. He talked about that as if that was good. And what does that say about the people that thought it was? Monique voice. It was bad. I was hoping to just like leave you alone and move on to other stuff. Because you're not ready. You just keep talking to Jamal Bryant and keep doing them soft interviews. You would get destroyed in a real debate because you got nothing but talking points and you try to make up your own reality. And you're really good when no one else can rebut you and you just get to talk with the mic and no one gets to say nothing and you get to make up your own reality. But those of us that know.
Because they allow you to play yourselves. They really do. They get in, and then all the while they got you critiquing her on whether or not she black enough, whether or not her agenda is black enough. Well, let me tell you, the one that we got is anti-black. That's all I do know. Right? So I'm just saying.
Anybody feel like Kamala Harris' agenda was pro-black? I know when she was Attorney General, her policies were anti-black. We all know that. Like, we did coverage on it here. I covered her for several years. Anti-black policies. The Attorney General, anti-black policies. It's very clear to say she wasn't going to do them for black people. I mean, what more? How more direct can you be? she just deliberately just went to the camera and laughed and said, I'm not going to do anything for black people that only helps black people. I'm not going to say that. Oh, man. Why do we have to go back through this? Why are you going on here, going on a rant and talking about things in conversations and topics you can't win on at all? This is horrible. You will never become a contender in the Democratic Party by doing that shit. You're supposed to stay away. Like, hey, man, I don't mean no harm. I don't know who your people are, but when you get in a boxing match it's important to not lean into every uppercut. Yeah, you shouldn't stick your chin out for every punch and catch it with your face. Some of them you should block, and if you can duck a couple, that'd be good too. You just up here making unforced errors. Why are you going back over a loser? That's because you're hurt. You're hurt. You didn't get power through her. That's why you brought this up. Because anybody asks you no damn question about Kamala, you bringing up Kamala because your feelings are hurt still. That you don't get to, to have access to power by being a surrogate of someone who becomes president. That's a big deal. And I know that's why DL is still in his feelings. His booty's still hurt. He's still uptight. He's still hurting right now that Kamala lost. But y'all need to get over that shit because she sucked. Y'all need to accept it and stop denying reality. She was a bad candidate. She was a bad candidate in 2020. She was a bad candidate in 2024. You bet on the wrong horse. And that's no one's fault but yours.
Recognize that we will never give you 100% of what it is that you want. And that we are not asking you to be with us for life. We asking you, when I run is every 2 years, just give me 2 years, okay? You can dump me after 2 years if you want to. When you're voting for...
Dump her. I agree with her. Dump her. Dump her, Texas. Texas, give her what she asked for. She just said it. You can dump her. Dump her. Please dump her. Let her get a YouTube channel. Let her get it. She loves talking. She loves being the focal point. She want to be a star model. She wants to be a legislator anyway. Can't y'all see that? That's what she good at. She good at talking in circles and not making any sense. She want to be an actress. She's too tall, too short to be a model, but she, or I don't know. I don't think she want to be a politician. She's not good at politicking. She's gonna be loud and playing a role and pretending to be somebody she's not. It's not good.
Our president is for 4 years. Most of y'all stay with y'all spouses and y'all don't agree with them all the time, so I don't even know why y'all tripping. I'm just saying.
Jasmine Crockett for president.
Jamal Bryant is an embarrassment to himself. Yeah, he's bad, man. I used to think Al Sharpton was about as dumb as they get. But Al Sharpton's actually pretty crafty. Jamal Bryant is blatantly not good at what he does. Like, he's superficial and uninteresting in a creepy way. I don't know what it is, but hey, there are people that like him. I don't know why. Maybe he's a good pastor. I don't know. In the church, is he fun to watch? I don't know. But Jasmine for president. You're right. That it. Cut off.
Drops mic. That's it. 2028 is coming, y'all. Would you help me thank God for my sister? I am just glad for her life, for her assignment, for her heart, and for her spirit. You're watching the Jamal Bryant podcast. Let's be clear. I'm in the building with the first woman black president of the United States of America, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
Next on...
Well, look at that. He did get that part right. She would be the first black woman president. Sounds like maybe, is it possible that Kamala wouldn't come on the show? I don't know, it seems a little chippy there. Yeah, she's went on this whole thing about how you were wrong to say Kamala wasn't black enough. And then what does he do? He drops the thing and said, well, she could be the first black president. There's talk that Kamala will run in 2028. And she just, that's interesting. A little bit of tea there, huh? Oh, Jamal. Let's give anybody a congregation, don't they? I should start a congregation. Yeah, I should start a congregation. I could preach. I get up there, oh Lord Jesus. What are we dealing with here? Get from me, Satan. Oh, Lord. I get up there and do some sanctifying. Whew. What's up, man? What can I get the like? Can some people hit the like button for me? Can we get some likes in the building, please?